hate to say it, I really do. But I don't know any of these men. And they said they know me? From where? Honestly, I don't know who sent these text messages. I've never seen these before. Sorry to these men. Hey friends, welcome to 2020. Welcome to the new year, the new decade, the new slate. But before we dive into making new connections and meeting new people and all that good new stuff, I think that it's important that we acknowledge this decade that just passed in dating. We've been through so much together these past few years. I feel like it's only right that we acknowledge the hurdles and the battles that tried to take us out, okay? This last decade was actually the decade that I started dating in, and it was a ride. A word to sum up this decade in dating would be try. Interesting. So I thought it might be fun to go through each phase of the decade and just, give a recap and think about what I learned in that phase. And also what I learned from the people that I was either talking to or dating or whatever you want to call it at that time. I actually have nightmares of seeing all y'all at the same time in the same place. Or ever, actually. And some of you I actually forgot about. So let's start at the beginning. 2010 was the year that I started dating, and it was pretty much a joke. We're gonna skip right over that because whatever I thought was happening definitely wasn't. 2011 to 2013. These were what at first I thought would be my last years of dating. And then towards the end and immediately after, I thought they would be my worst years of dating. Turns out I was wrong about both. It was only the beginning. I loved so hard and so much in these years. Oh my God. And I also hurt so hard and so much in these years. This was definitely the beginning or the cause of my walls building. This is where it happened. Right then and there. 2011 to 2013 for sure. Oh my God. 2014 to 2015, these were good years. Not at the time, probably, or no, not immediately after, but these were good years. They were formative years, and they were very necessary. This is where I learned about having honest and open conversations with people, being able to be yourself, being understood and accepted, for the most part. This is where I learned the importance of having a friend in your partner, in the person that you're dating, is how important that is, and how dope it can be too. But I also learned how much it can hurt, because it's like a two-part hurt after that. It's not like, just like, oh, this is not working anymore. It's like, oh, you were supposed to be my friend. Friends don't do that to each other. I mean, I'm very grateful for those years. And looking back on those years, it wasn't that bad. It was bad. But it was a necessary evil. 2015 to 2016 really tried to kill me. I almost died like 6 times. No lie. You know that song, Never Would Have Made It? Yeah. That song was about those years because it couldn't have been anything but Jesus that got me through 2015 to 2016. Nothing but Jesus could get me through that. These were definitely the years that I learned the most from. I learned about myself and the way that I love and the way that other people love. I learned about my own toxic behaviors, and also where other people's toxic behaviors come from. Relationships are really the joining of two people who have completely separate lives, who've lived completely separate lives. They have completely separate experiences, beliefs, values, families, all that. And that joining isn't an easy process, no matter how similar you are. And the more differences you have in all those things, in experiences and family structure, in values and beliefs, the harder it's going to be. Especially without true understanding and without true friendship. 2017, the year I'd like to forget. Okay, but in all seriousness, 2017 was not a good year for me because I was super selfish. super duper selfish. And I accidentally hurt a lot of people, mostly one person, and I did make a lot of mistakes. Some of y'all are still mad about it. My bad. Some of y'all deserved it, but that's besides the point. If there was any year I could redo, it would probably be 2017, but I think that in a lot of ways it was necessary, the most necessary, because it birthed so much self-awareness. 2018. That brings me to 2018. 2018 was the year of knowing. In 2018, especially the second half of the year, I can say without a doubt, I knew what I wanted, and I was very deliberate and relentless when it came to only being in situations that served that purpose. If it didn't serve, I was quick with the cutoff and the quick exit. Goodbye, see you later, no more, just kidding, don't ever call me again. So if we talked or dated in 2018, don't ever contact me, bro. Delete my number, remove me from your Instagram story, close friends, block me back, okay? Block me back. All y'all from 2018. And finally, 2019. Woo, Lord. I am so proud of myself for 2019. There was definitely some genuine hurt, but it was also the year of healthy detachment. Towards the end of 2018, I think, I started feeling like I wasn't really able to get attached to people. Knowing what I wanted and being so able to move on from things that didn't serve that purpose. And, not just like, oh, I don't like the way he brushes his teeth, so I'm gonna move on. I mean, like, really things that weren't aligned with what I was looking for long term. Really knowing those things and really sticking to it and exiting when necessary. It made me feel kind of like maybe I was moving on fast, or like just like I was not able to stick to people. Like me and you, the Velcro was no longer sticking, connecting. It was not happening. And that was weird for me because detachment and the acceptance of it being the end and it being over on an emotional level was always really hard for me. I could never reconcile with the idea that life is this revolving door and people come in and people go out and like nothing. Like that was always, the whole idea of I may never see or speak to you again was always so crazy to me. So the fact that in 2018 So the fact that in 2018 I was so quick to move away from people was jarring to me. But in 2019, I really practiced the idea that you can have healthy attachment and healthy detachment in the same situation. Building walls doesn't necessarily mean that letting go will be easier, and opening up doesn't necessarily mean that letting go will be harder. It's hard either way, okay? 2019 was also definitely the awakening. I mean, I was all in 2019, or ready to be all in 2019. I had like real feelings. I didn't even know that was possible anymore. It was the year of the unexpected and finding it in places and things that you weren't looking for it in, if that makes sense. I learned that this whole dating thing is really a crapshoot. You can have your list and, you can be as specific as you want to or as broad as you want to, and you can find all of or most of those things in one person, and that person could still not be for you. And it's not because the things are not for you, it's because the person isn't for you. So damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's a crapshoot. You just have to be honest about what you want and what you need and take a calculated risk. One main thing that I've learned this decade is that we are all on a journey. All of us. We're all on a journey. We are all just the sum of our experiences, the people we've encountered, the memories we have, and the things that have happened through us and to us. Everyone wants in some way to be loved. And the way we express that desire has everything to do with how we have handled those experiences, the trauma they've caused, the lessons we've learned, the work that we've been willing to do and are willing to do, and our overall self-awareness. It's all about where that other person is at and accepting them as they are. So either you're going to meet them there or you're going to leave them where they're at. So let's toast to this next year of dating. In the words of my good sis Jada Pinkett, cheers to the greatest relationship of your life with yourself, and letting someone else or someone's in on all the fun. May this next decade of dating be your last single one. Cheers, baby.